Hello everyone, welcome back. Empire Baron here. If you haven't checked out part 1, go check it out because this is part 2. Alright, let's get right back into the action. Orktastic has some Hippikins and some Peltis moving around, and another one with some Hippikins and some Gastras moving around. And we are going to see where he is going to try to ambush. So far, it has been Orktastic ambushing Braidon right in his front door, just sending troops right in the front door, and now he's maybe trying to sneak around a little bit. Let's see where he moves him. But Braidon has been coming around the north side and through the south side, attacking with small little raiding parties, and we haven't seen too much of it from Braidon. Braidon has been kind of on his back heel this whole game. We see, and there's one of those raiding parties I was talking about. Prodromos come in to try to do some economical damage to this farmland. Now they move over and are going to hit that caravan after they take out a couple of the archer defenders, but we see a rather large force moving down the map for Orktastic. He is going to respond to this ambush with full force. So Braidon, we know, has a rather large force set up in defense, because those Prodromos wasn't all that he had. There's a hoplite that spotted out this attack, so Braidon knows the attack is coming. Sorry, I had a little skip there. Here is the attack. These two forces are going headlong in battle, but it looks that Orktastic is going to be way outnumbered in this, and Braidon is going to easily be able to stop this attack from Orktastic. We see all of these military buildings, lots and lots of archery ranges and stables and barracks. The full range allow Braidon to really just counter anything that Ork is throwing at him, and he seems to be doing a really good job at it, but he doesn't seem to be putting on any counter push. And we'll see how this plays out through the game, because Ork seems to be constantly building units, and once he gets a little force, he sends them down. And he is keeping Braidon on his heels. And let's see now how we go. You see this huge economy. Look at all those caravans and farmers. Some Hippikins for Braidon are trying to sneak in here and do some more ambush to this economy. But it looks like Ork is going to be able to handle it no problem. And yeah, those ballistas are going to be able to clean up. And we see another little, some of those Hippikins did break through and are killing a couple of these caravans. 5 Hippikins broke through. I saw at least 2 caravans come in. And then now we have some hoplites coming in from the south side. So Braidon is now trying to put on quite an ambush here from the north and the south. I think the northern one was cleaned up. Those Hippikins are pretty much dead now. And this fortresses and town center are going to make pretty easy work of those hoplites. Those fortresses are really strong. You get an example, look at the gear he uses on his equipment. We got to thank Badass Killer and a couple other people who donated their gear and money right before the game closed so that we could see all this epic gear on these players, and both of them are geared out really equal. And we're seeing Hippikins move down the map here for Orktastic on his eastern side, and he is going to get greeted with a full force. The full force of Braidon is just going to really clean up these Hippikins, no problem. And it looked like he was trying to go on both sides, but those Hippikins got engaged a little bit early, and these 5 ballistas are pretty lightly defended. So let's see how that pans out for him. Normally, you want to try to defend those ballistas a little bit more than that, because one small party and now you're at an issue. And these Hippikins are, there's maybe more Hippikins that are just causing ruckus in this northern part of the map. And now that watchtower for Braidon spotted out this attack, so we are no doubt going to see Braidon match up against that attack. And here they come. I see them in the red. They are going to clean up these ballistas. That you just really need to protect those ballistas so quick. They are so slow and they go down so quickly. These archers are going to be able to finish off these Hippikins, but more Hippikins come in. Peltis and 4 ballistas for Braidon are going to clean up these archers, no problem. All right, so back to macroing Ork And Orc has now, he's moving some more Prodromos. It looks like he's moved to more Prodromos. He's stopped producing Hippicans. And he's seen quite a bit of the Hippicans for Braidon, so he knows he's still got a couple Hippicans in there. A really well-blended force this time. A little bit more troops. Now he put some cavalry in there, protect them a little bit more, and let's see if he's able to break through with this one. He's doing another feint attack to the east, our east, and then at the same time he's moving to the west, it seems, with his main force with the besiege. So he's going to try to pull the forces of Braidon around and then attack. And if he times it out properly, he will, ooh, again, a little bit early maybe. He's pushing with these Prodromos now. And he's really trying, and now he's pulling them back. So here we go. Let's see if he times it out properly for this to work. There is the Hippicans for Braidon, and these markets are going to go down. So, and here comes the main force for Braidon. So the Hippicans, and both of those markets go down. The Hippicans are going to get almost completely slaughtered for Braidon there by those Prodromos. The 4 live, and those Prodromos now all died, but hopefully that main force, hopefully for Orc, that main force will stay on the eastern front. Let's see if Braidon moves it around. So we see another couple Hippicans coming into ambush. Here it is. Here's the attack. He did not move it around in time. We are seeing quite a bit of damage to these buildings now. These Hippicans and hoplites are coming in and keeping the line. Let's see if they can hold the line for these ballistas. And those archers are just picking off anything that comes in their way. Still no pressure on these ballistas. They are having free reign to destroy these buildings. We're seeing now the ballistas for Braidon go down in the streets of his own city. Those Hippicans, broke through the line for Orktastic, and now it seems that the line is going to get cleaned up, and Braidon will be able to repel this force, but some damage was done. At this point, it seems like we are at another stalemate. Orc had just pushed there and lost, or he ended up losing his troops, but at the same time, he did a good amount of damage. So it seems to be another equal battle. He's putting up another fortress, really enforcing that position, just trying to hold down. He knows there's a possible counterattack that's going to come from this. So he is macroing out units fast. Well, he is just going to send what he macros. He makes one group of units, and he doesn't waste any time sending them down. He sees some of these Hippicans, 4 Hippicans coming in for Braidon, and they're going to come in, up and try to do some more harass, it seems. We see Prodromos and Hippicans coming off in 2 sides here. Very nice. He engages the Peltis on one side while he tries to use the other group of Prodromos, smaller group, to go in and destroy some buildings. And he does destroy a couple buildings before that Braidon is able to come in and clean this attack up. Ooh, and he has a chance to go in and get some ballistas there, but he doesn't get to take advantage of breaking through it. He is back focusing on his economy and trying to get rid of these Hippicans that are in his own base dealing damage. You'll see in the mini-map, you'll always be able to tell where Orktastic has his screen set with the little purple box. That's Orc. So I try to keep an eye on it every once in a while too, but you'll see he sends units to their death a lot. He sends them down, and here's another one, and these ballistas now are ready and waiting for him, being blocked off by these Peltis, who are just going to chase these Prodromos away of Orc. And now they're going to pick off all of those archers, and Orc is now back microing his economy. More Prodromos are coming in to join this other group. He is going to try another little feint attack here on the economy of Braidon. And sorry, I missed that little skirmish there between Braidon and Orc in the very corner, probably over by some markets. But we're seeing another attack from the left on the stables. So Orktastic is going to come in and snipe stables and snipe this market and try to do some harass to these caravans. very smart to look at where those caravans are going to, because you know the market's not far away, and it's good to try to take that market down and just really disrupt the timing of those caravans. All of those Prodromos are going to lose their life, but at the same time, they still did damage. And right now, the way that Orc's economy is set up, it is so strong. So many caravans, so many farmers. He is just pretty much has an infinite supply of resources. So he is just sending these resources to their death in the form of Prodromos and Hippocans, and just trying to whittle away at Braidon. We're seeing another little attack come on from Orc, and it's going to get completely destroyed here by Braidon. But not far away is some more Hippocans coming in to reinforce, and some more Hippocans to reinforce those Hippocans, and Hippocans coming in from the north. What an attack coming on here for Orc, and let's see how Braidon counters. Those Peltists just come in and are just so strong and are able to just be, they are so densely packed, and they can just put so much DPS down, and they have a strong defense. DPS is damage per second. That's a MMO term, I guess. I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with, but it's something that I've heard a lot used. So DPS, remember that one, damage per second. That's how much damage each individual unit will incur over a period of time. A little lesson while we have a break, but these Prodromos for Braidon are going to come in and destroy that fortress. You see how strong those Prodromos are, and they are going to also come in and do some damage to these stables. And Orc is going to repair that stable, so he's really trying to save his southern part of his base here, and he is able to. So the force comes in, he stops that push, and he is trying a little sneaky play here to the north. He probably has a bunch of excess wood, and maybe he's trying to distract Braidon and bring some of Braidon's forces to the north. He sees there's a watchtower there, a watch post there, and it didn't deter him from making them. He's just trying to weaken maybe the defenses of Braidon a little bit by using some wood up. And there's some Prodromos did go up there, so a little bit less Prodromos will be in this defending force for Braidon. Orc is putting the pressure on here, and those Peltists are all that's waiting in his way. But wow, those Peltists are strong, and there's some ballistas back there that are just raining missiles down on top of Orc, and he is completely destroyed here. Orc has lost all his forces now again, and Braidon has another watchtower. He's not missing a beat, so he's going to come over and take care of these stables that are to the left that Orc is trying to build up. A little sneaky, but at the same time, not too sneaky. All right, so we got the Prodromos for Braidon going through, and yeah, we'll see. He's really going to take care of those stables quick. The Prodromos going through and are going to be able to clean up all of these ballistas that were just out of place. More ballistas come in, though, and they didn't get all of them, so there's 5 ballistas. That Prodromo rush killed 2 ballistas in a house and maybe a couple units, so it was probably about an equal battle both ways. Resource-wise, we are seeing now just so quick of a micro. Before you know it, Orc just has the units he needs to keep this pressure on, and we are seeing he does not seem to care much about losing units, and that's something we should take note, because most RTS games you need to focus on not losing your units. And that will be the end of part 2. Stay tuned for part 3, and I will get this thing back underway. Thanks for watching. Empire Baron out.